Barcelona head coach Hansi Flick has provided a brief insight into the lack of game time afforded to returning attacker Ansu Fati in the club's latest outing. Wide man Ansu is of course fresh off a return to fitness, afforded his first appearance of the campaign against AS Monaco in the Champions League last week, since though the 21-year-old has not taken to the pitch in either of Barcelona's ensuing pair of La Liga fixtures. Speaking to the media in the aftermath of his side's hard-fought downing of Getafe, the subject of Ansu's lack of minutes was therefore put to manager Hansi Flick, and the German tactician went on to explain. Ansu Fati is at 100%, but the match was tough and we decided to bring on other players. Barcelona English midfielder lost his temper with the Burkina Faso forward during the second half of Ajax's Europa League clash at home to Besiktas. The ex-Chelsea player lost the ball in his own half and Henderson made sure to have a go at him for his mistake. Despite Ajax being 3-0 up at the time, Henderson was not happy with the attacker's sloppy action, and the situation got so heated that the former Liverpool captain was pulled back while Traore kept shouting at him as he walked away. Real Madrid star Kylian Mbappe has set out a clear objective for his recovery from injury. Mbappe has not allowed his latest fitness setback to damage his ambitions when it comes to the weeks and months ahead. This comes amid confirmation that the former Paris Saint-Germain standout is already making plans for his return. As per the aforementioned Marca, whilst Mbappe could mark his competitive comeback against Celta Vigo on October 19th, is the ensuing round of La Liga fixtures which the 25-year-old has really set his sights on. This comes with the prolific attacker absolutely determined to have returned to full fitness in time to feature from the off in the season's first edition of El Clasico at the Santiago Bernabeu on October 26th. The date and kickoff time for next month's La Liga El Clasico has been announced. The game between Barca and Real Madrid will take place at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium on October 26 at 9:00 p.m. CEST. Technically the second El Clasico of the season, this will be the first time Real Madrid and Barca meet competitively this season, fulfilling the matchday 11 fixture of the domestic competition. Pulling the strings in Saturday's early Bundesliga title showdown between Bayern Munich and Bayer Leverkusen will be 21-year-old Germany forwards Jamal Musiala and Florian Wirtz. While the match, held against the backdrop of Munich's Oktoberfest, comes just 5 games into the season, it will give the victors early bragging rights in what is likely to be a tight title race. Bayern are the only side to have won all 4 of their opening league fixtures, but Leverkusen sit just 3 points behind them in second place. Retired Germany midfielder Toni Kroos lavished praise on the dangerous duo earlier this month. These are 2 players we've longed for in Germany for years, players who can turn a harmless situation into a dangerous one all by themselves. Arsenal welcome Leicester City to the Emirates Stadium. With the 2 clubs occupying starkly different positions on the league table, their meeting on Saturday promises a clash of contrasting ambitions and strategies. Arsenal's journey this season has been a roller coaster of highs and lows, following a dramatic last-minute draw against Manchester City, where they were close to sealing a victory with 10 men. The Gunners bounced back robustly. Their midweek triumph, a 5-1 routing of Bolton Wanderers in the Carabao Cup, showcased their depth and resilience. However, injury woes continued to cloud their campaign, with key players like Martin Odegaard and Oleksandr Zinchenko sidelined. Leicester City, on the other hand, have had a challenging start to their Premier League campaign. Still seeking their first win, the Foxes managed to draw against Everton last week and scrape through to the next round of the Carabao Cup on penalties. Injury troubles have also hit Leicester, with Yannick Vestergaard and others missing in action. Under fire, Erik ten Hag says Manchester United are a work in progress that must become more effective in front of goal if they are to overcome their stuttering start to the season. A topsy-turvy opening to the Dutchman's third campaign in charge continued on Wednesday night as Saturday's 0-0 stalemate at Crystal Palace was followed by a frustrating 1-1 draw with FC Twente. Christian Eriksen scored a thumping opener and then gave away an equaliser as United failed to beat the lowest ranked side they will host in the new-look Europa League group phase. Speaking to the media in a recent interview, the Barcelona marksman showered huge praise on the team's young phenom Lamine Yamal and did not hold back in calling him the best in the business. Lamine Yamal is the best winger in the world, he began by saying, elaborating on the youngster's potential, talent and where he can reach over the years. The polished striker spoke on the importance of longevity and the remarkable number of years Yamal still has ahead of him. A football career is so long, sometimes it's not important how you start. What's more important is how you finish or how will be the next years, and in the next 15 years he will be 32, he said when asked if Yamal can become the best in the world. A leading member of the attacking sought his relationship with former manager Xavi take a turn for the worse towards the end of last season. That's according to Diario AS, who point towards Robert Lewandowski as the player in question. Xavi is widely known to have made clear that he wanted Lewandowski sold to be replaced by a striker more fitting for his setup. And as per the aforementioned AS, this stance did not go down at all well with the veteran goalscorer himself. Hurt because Xavi asked Laporta to let him go because he considered that he was no longer at the physical or footballing level to be the franchise player of. A champion team, Lewandowski's relationship with the Terrassa coach ended badly. Arsenal showed keen interest in signing Manuel Locatelli before he joined Juventus from Sassuolo in 2021.
The report says that
the Serie side initially took the midfielder on a 2-year loan deal with an obligation to buy, which was exercised in 2023. The newspaper directly asked the elite international whether he ever thinks about the Gunners' approach when responding to that. He praised Mikel Arteta. No, but since I love watching the games, I also watch theirs and I respect their coach, Arteta. He said, earlier this year, Sassuolo chairman Giovanni Carnevali had revealed Arsenal offered more money than the old lady club for Locatelli. However, he ended up accepting Juventus' proposal due to personal preference. Arsenal legend Paul Merson has made his predictions for the next round of Premier League games, including Manchester United's blockbuster clash with Tottenham. Merson is expecting loads of goals as United welcome Spurs to Old Trafford and believes the match will end as a 2-2 draw. However, he feels anything but a win for United will be a massive problem for manager Erik ten Hag following their disappointing start to the season. The Terrassa coach ended badly. Tottenham Hotspur manager Ange Postecoglou said Dominic Solanke is gradually reaching the levels expected of him after the striker scored one and set up another in its 3-0 Europa League victory over Azerbaijan's Karabakh on Thursday. He's getting there. He didn't do pre-season with us and then he has one game and then he's out for 2 weeks while the other guys were building up their match fitness, Postecoglou told reporters. Great for him to get another goal, but his all-around performance was really strong. When you're down to 10 men, you need your striker to be able to hold up the play and do some hard running, he added. Real Madrid have identified Everton defender Gerard Brandtwaite as a target for next year. The 22-year-old impressed last season with 41 appearances, 3 goals and 1 assist. Brandtwaite is known for his solid tackling, interceptions and clearances, as well as his ability to play out from the back. Antonio Conte insists he was not surprised by Scotland international Billy Gilmour, who started his first game for Napoli in a 5-0 Coppa Italia win over Palermo on Thursday. Talking about Gilmour's first Napoli start, Conte said that the performance was convincing, but it didn't surprise me. I know him well from my experience in England. We strongly wanted him because he has determined skill sets, is a strong player like the other new players. You see Lobaka and Gilmour, and you may think that we lost something in terms of structure, but we are working on it. Frank did well with Billy too. We must create solutions, so if somebody has a headache or stomachache, I don't have the same.